What if the biggest leap in gaming innovation wasn't about raw power, but about a literal crank? Nintendo might just be redefining how we play, and it's going to feel wonderfully familiar, yet completely new. We have a fascinating glimpse into Nintendo's next generation of playful innovation, straight from a recently spotted patent. It seems the legendary company is eyeing an accessory for the Switch 2's Joy-Con 2 controllers, one that brings a very specific, delightful kind of input, a Playdate-style crank. Imagine holding your brand new Joy-Con 2. Now picture a small, sleek accessory magnetically snapping onto its side, much like those wrist straps we all know. This isn't just a fancy spinner. This crank uses the Joy-Con 2's built-in mouse sensor to meticulously track every rotational movement you make. Think about that for a second. We're not just talking about button presses or joystick wiggles anymore. This little crank invites a completely different tactile interaction. You could genuinely feel yourself reeling in a legendary fish in Animal Crossing, not by mashing a button, but by physically winding that tiny crank. It's like turning your high-tech controller into a miniature, responsive fishing reel, bringing a delightful new layer of immersion and physical satisfaction to your gameplay. Fishing games are the obvious contenders, of course. But knowing Nintendo, their genius often lies in taking a simple idea and twisting it into something wonderfully unexpected. Remember what they did with Labo, turning cardboard into intricate, interactive experiences? This crank could open doors to all sorts of quirky, engaging mechanics we haven't even dreamed of yet. Perhaps for puzzle games, or even as a creative tool, allowing for precise, continuous input that a traditional joystick or D-pad simply cannot provide. The patent also hints at a similar setup for a clickable wheel. You might think of it as a sleek, modern scroll wheel for your Joy-Con, perhaps adding extra resistance to the Switch 2's existing mouse controls or offering a new way to navigate menus or manipulate objects within games. We're really seeing Nintendo explore how to deepen the connection between player and game, moving beyond mere visual fidelity and into genuine interactive delight. Now, before we get too excited, let's remember this crucial point. Patents are just ideas, not guarantees. Companies file thousands of them, and only a fraction ever see the light of day as actual products. But these patents do offer us a rare peek behind the curtain at Nintendo's engineering mind. They show us the untamed, sometimes goofy, potential that defines so much of Nintendo's unique appeal. It harks back to the experimental spirit of the Wii, a console that thrived on innovative, often bizarre, accessories. The original Switch had its cardboard Labo kits, which were fantastic in their own right. But this crank could be the very first in a new wave of adventurous, physical accessories for the Switch 2. It's a bold statement that Nintendo remains committed to innovative play, not just raw power. So, could this humble little crank signal a new era of tactile, hands-on accessories for the Switch 2, truly bringing back that delightful Wii era magic? It looks like Nintendo is telling us the future of gaming isn't just about what you see on screen, but how you physically interact with it. What do you think? Would you embrace a crank on your next Nintendo console? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, or reach out to us on social media. And if you enjoyed this glimpse into Nintendo's quirky future, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next episode.